it is indeed a very exciting evening today. But anyway, welcome to EBN News at 9 today with me, Sami Adika, it being the 23rd day of December, the year 2023. I do hope you are well from wherever you are watching tonight's bulletin. Now, starting us off today with good news. Ecclesia Broadcasting Network, EBN TV, is officially live in Western Kenya. We are live on StarTimes, GoTV and Digital TV in Bungoma, Kakamega, Busia and Vihiga counties. We are here to transform your world through news-making headlines, engaging programs, spiritual-related content and entertainment.
Mumbeza, makuruku mumbeza, kaenza ngashipenda.
Well, Murio Muno Avandu Vaingo. Thank you so much, Western Kenya. We are here for you. Now, moving forth, motorists have been urged to observe traffic rules during this festive season to avoid endangering the lives of Kenyans. While inspecting traffic along the Nakuru-Nairobi highway, Sarah Kooki has warned drivers of traffic snarl-up along the highway, noting that drivers should avoid overloading as they will not be entertained. CEO.
Ya kwamba magari yote yako sawa sawa na yale ambayo yanasafiri wakati huu wako na license ambazo zinatumika wakati huu zikienda hizo barabara. Watu wa NTSA ya kuhakikisha kwamba hakuna overloading, hatutakubali ambao watu wabebwe wakiwa wengi katika barabara kupita kiasi. Kwa hivyo pia tunaangalia sheria za barabara sifuatwe, tukihakikisha kwamba hakuna msongamano wa magari barabarani.
Kama hiyo mwaka ingine watu wamenunua magari mingi na sasa hii congestion ya magari inaleta kwa sababu ya wingi wa gari. Kwa hivyo sioni venye itapungua.
Now, shifting to the coastal part of the country, hundreds of tourists continue thronging to the coastal region for the Christmas and New Year celebrations, with hotels projecting that they will be recording higher profits this season. Now, security agencies in the region has assured the tourists of their safety and called on the visitors to observe the laid down regulations to avoid endangering their lives.
That those who engage in boat activities must wear life jackets. That is the bare minimum. 2, we've asked a question as to what time beach activities can happen. The time is between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. in the evening. Whatever activities that might want to happen or occur at night, you must seek authorization from the beach management unit. However, you must understand that no alcohol is allowed at the beach.
The place will be well covered. Enough patrols will be taking place both on the water and on foot. In deployment is well, and our office.
Kuna biriani, kuna pilau, kuna shawalma, samaki wa kupakwa, karango, kila aina ya chakula utapata Mombasa utakapokuja. Karibuni.
Well, that game member of parliament Odhiambo has slammed Azimio leader Raila Odinga over the coronation exercise that was conducted for the Luo Council of Elders chairman Mzee Odungi Randa in Kisumu on Friday. The MP accuses Odinga of applying double standards, claiming that he presided over the coronation exercise when he clearly knows that it had been blocked by the courts. Yet he is the same person accusing President William Ruto of disobeying court orders. Now, the legislator also dismissed the ODM party leaders who have been accusing him of being a traitor following his close working relationship with President William Ruto and his Kenya Kwanza administration.
You cannot play double standards. It is not allowed that you play double standards.
You cannot expect the President of the Republic of Kenya to obey court judgments when you, as a leader of ODM, you have disobeyed court judgment today, and you have sworn in Odungiranda. It was disallowed by court, so we should be able to obey the court order. The right thing to do, you should have gone back to court to get the right to swear him in. So don't talk about the president not doing this and you're doing the opposite. Nobody is God. Nobody is God. And secondly, I said in CIA there was corruption. People did not believe. But I'm glad the EACC announced 10 names. I am calling on EACC like what they have done to Balala, what they have done to Vihiga. I want that within the next couple of days, we see arrest of people who are stealing public money. 2013 I won, you didn't give me. 2017 I won, you didn't want to give me. 2022 you didn't want to give me. It is the courts that pronounce themselves and give you certificate. Then you expelled me. You expelled me. The court returned me back to the party. Party, you know, I am going, I repeat for a second time, to be the next Secretary General of ODM. You upende usipende. Upende usipende. And me, I don't do magic. My Lord lives in heaven. The MP for Orengo. Orengo. Your MP is MDG. Sort your house. Sort your house. This land in Yala, during the handshake, we were told by Jacom to go to meetings in Arambe House. I went to meetings in Arambe House for 6 months, looking for land in Yamninia. 5 years, did we get it? No. I only went to greet the president. Are we getting it?
Now, Rarieda Member of Parliament Otiende Amolo has castigated President William Ruto following his remarks on leaders who challenge a number of his development agenda through courts. The MP also slammed a section of Luo Nyanza leaders who defected from ODM party to the Kenya Kwanza coalition, claiming they need development for their constituents, noting that they have personal agenda. The legislator, however, insisted that the region will continue supporting ODM party leader Raila Odinga and his ideologies.
The standing fund, we are being threatened. The other day, the president said that those who keep taking matters to court will know that he's holding that sword for a purpose. He's going to dismember their heads. And the person he was talking about is Otiende Amolo. Because I'm the one who keeps needing lawyers. I want to tell him I'm not afraid. You can send 1 million people. You can send Gumbo, Owalo, and 1,000 others, and I will not be threatened. If you think sending them to Radia, they will threaten me. Think again. Politics of this country has reached another level. High poverty and high politics. High price of living and high politics. It is very unfortunate. The unfortunate thing is that those who are supposed to deal with the high price, high cost of living, are putting high politics instead. They are walking everywhere, even in Rarieda. They are sending people to come and incite people instead of dealing with the high cost of living. When we launch development projects like this, you will never find them launch anything because they don't develop anything. They eat everything in their pocket as we develop and we launch. Hello? Yes. We want to tell them that we are behind Raila Odinga. You be behind Ruto and tell us what Ruto has given you to bring to the people. Not words, not politics, but development. If you really have money for development that you went to order to get development, let's finish the road that Raila and Uhuru left at Akadu. And now 4.8 kilometers cannot get to Asembo Bay. Let us continue with that road from Asembo Bay to Luak to Kailija. Let us do the tarmac that was planned from Gagra, Madian to Ndigwa. That is development.
Now crossing over to Vihiga County, a day after officials from the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission EACC raided the offices of Vihiga County Assembly, The county ward representatives alongside the Speaker of the Assembly, Chris Omulele, have strongly denied corruption claims. The MCS strongly protested the accusation and threatened legal action against EACC for tarnishing their name. The leaders have dismissed allegations of embezzling a sum of 300 million Kenya shillings, despite the Assembly receiving an annual budget estimated of 600 million Kenya shillings, claiming it was politically instigated.
Hakuna yule mtu ambaye alishikwa jana, na kama kuna mtu alishikwa alipelekwa police station gani, na charge sheet iko wapi, ama OB number iko wapi. You don't require 100 policemen to come here. You are doing a search. You only need to come and walk into the office and identify yourself and an officer from EACC, and you take the documents you want. After all, they have been getting these documents without any force. Number last, we have Office of the Control of Budget that monitors the implementation of the budget of the governments and the assemblies. We have the Office of the Auditor General that always audits books of accounts at the end of the financial year. These two independent offices have failed to identify this looting, but EACC can identify the looting. We know this is political castigation. We know officers who are behind this. Now we know those people who are telling us not to vote for Mlele, they are now fighting to bring this assembly down.
None so far is undergoing any criminal proceeding in regard to the alleged embezzlement. We have not seen any charge sheet. We have not seen any arraignment order. We have not seen any court summons for any of our officers to go to court.
Tafadhali watu wa EACC muache kutumia ofisi zenu ama nyadhifa zenu vibaya kwa kutumia au kufuata uongo. Hapa ni assembly ambayo budget yetu ya assembly hapa ni shilingi milioni 600 na kitu. Sasa mtu kuandika au kudai kwamba zaidi ya milioni 300 imetumika, imeibiwa, tutakuwa tumeiba hiyo pesa, na wafanyakazi hapa watalipwa pesa ngapi? Haya mambo hayataishia hapa. Lazima tupate speaker wetu ni wakili, tunayo mawakili hapa, lazima tutapata interpretation kutoka kotini. Kwa sababu gani hawa watu wamekuja kutuharibia jina na kuelekeza madai ambayo yalikuwa ya uongo? Hayako pale, hayako hapa. Walitoa wapi?
There is no shilling that leaves this county assembly without my knowledge. And I know of no 300 million shillings that has been embezzled by anyone. And I'm willing to be taken to court over this statement that I'm making today. Any day, if I'm summoned, if they want to come to my house, any day, I will go to that court. If they want to jail me, I am willing to be jailed. If this kind of money has been taken from this county assembly of Vihiga, when I have watched over it.
Wenzetu ambao wako katika assembly hii, ambao wanaeneza uongo katika assembly hii, kwamba assembly hapa kuna mambo ya wizi na kadhalika, na waomba muache, wakati mnaharibia assembly hii jina, kadhalika pia nyinyi mnajiharibia. Hata nyinyi pia mko ndani. Muache hiyo tabia mbaya, ni tabia ambayo haiko, tabia ambayo ilinuka, tabia ambayo haiwezi kufikiriwa hapa Kenya.
Now, a section of leaders from the coast region have called on leaders from all the 6 counties in the region to unite and work together for the benefit of their residents. Speaking during the burial of former Msambweni MP Kasim Bakari, mining CS Salim Voria noted that it is time to put aside their political differences and bring forth development for the people, as the Ruto-led administration has fully involved them in the government.
Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Bakari Mwamzandi ametupatia uongozi mzuri na amekuwa role model, kwa sababu wakati wao walikuwa naongoza, hakuna CDF, hakuna nini, hakuna county, lakini kwa juhudi zao waliweza kuchangia pakubwa maendeleo ya county na maendeleo ya nchi.
Walamu wakiweza kupatikana na jambo lolote, mtu wa Kwale yuanugunika. Mtu kutoka Taita akipatikana na jambo lolote mtu kutoka Tana River yanungunika, mtu kutoka Kilifi, kutoka Mombasa, ndio tuwe ambao tutakuwa ni kitu kimoja inshallah.
Sisi kama viongozi wa Pwani tusijiweke katika vile vijijimbo vyetu, vijikaunti ambavyo tumepewa na katiba ama na serikali, kwa sababu sisi watu wa Pwani wote ni wamoja.
Now crossing over to Meru County, the results of the post-mortem remains of Meru blogger and activist Daniel Muthiani, famously known as Sniper, has revealed that he was strangled to death with some marks of a rope on the neck and later thrown into the river. Daniel went missing on 2nd December and his remains found on 6th at Mutonga River in Tharaka Nithi County. According to government pathologist Dr. Johansen Oduor, there were other injuries on his chest and ribs, saying that all other organs were normal. The blogger's family now want justice to prevail and all involved arrested.
So upon doing the postmortem, our finding was that the Red Bernard was actually strangled. There was some mark on the neck, which was caused by a rope. He had evidence of someone who had lacked air, and which led to his death. We also saw some injuries on the chest. There were rib fractures on the right side, from the 7th, 8th, and 9th rib on the right side. So the main thing was that he was actually strangled to death and probably thrown to the river. The other organs were normal. So what happened, he was decomposed, and when a body decomposes, there are some changes which might be misconstrued as injuries. So when you look at the eyes, they look collapsed just because of decomposition. But the other injuries that you saw was in the head, because we saw a lot of bruising also on the scalp, on the left side. Yeah. Usually we assign sign of struggle when you see what's called defense injuries. These are injuries along the arms, but we didn't see any of it. So our question is whether he was subdued to a level that he was unable to fight back. Yes. We've taken samples actually. What we've done, we've taken samples for toxicology, because being that we saw that he didn't resist so much, we want to see whether there was something he was given prior to the murder. So the samples we've taken, we also taken samples for DNA, which will help us also have a scientific way of identifying him. Because you see, when you're decomposed, though we can say that he's the one, we need also confirmation. That's why we take a sample for DNA.
Sasa tungeomba saizi, sababu sasa maneno ni kama ndisa yao, wale wa uzunguzi wamemaliza maneno yao, tusikie tu hata kesho watu wako ndani. Tusikie tu hata watu wanaenda, justice inaendelea kufanya kazi yake, ndio tuone haki yetu hata kabla tujampumzisha Bernard, tuwe tumepata haki yake.
Well, we shall be back in a couple of minutes from now. Don't go too far.
Naitwa Chembadha ama Captain Green. Mimi ni mwana mazingira. Wakati huu kunaponyesha, tunaomba watu sana waweze kupanda miti kwa wingi, ndo tuzingatie yale maswala ya mabadiliko ya tabia nchi. Naweza omba pia kuwashukuru sana wa Kenya kwa kutazama runinga ya EBN wakati wote. Niwatakie sikukuu ya Christmas njema na mwaka mpya mwema wenye mafanikio.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad.
This is EBN TV, transforming your world.
Welcome back. Insecurity victims from Baringo North are appealing to the government to give bursaries to students who will be joining Form 1 come next year from the area, saying most parents are unable to get school fees owing to banditry. Speaking during a peace meeting organized by Inter-Religious Council of Kenya at Kosile, Baringo North, the parents said they have lost their livelihoods to cattle banditry, urging the government to come into their aid, even as the government said all candidates will be admitted to Form 1. Dorcas Jerop, a parent, raised concerns that candidates from the region may not report to Form 1 next year, asking institutions offering scholarships and bursaries to support candidates from the region. Well, let's listen in.
Kwa niaba ya Inter-Religious Council nitaomba hasa uongozi wa county, tukianza na viongozi wa kisiasa kuanzia MCA, wabunge mpaka senator na governor na women rep. Nina imani wako na mfuko fulani ambayo inahusika na mambo ya bursaries. Ninaomba kabisa kwa unyenyekevu watilie mkazo, ama let them consider this area of Simo Soi ward, especially hii area ambayo imekuwa na changamoto ya usalama, at least waiongeze ile mfuko wa msaada wa elimu za bursary kuja eneo kama hii, manake wana changamoto ambayo ni ya kipekee kinyume cha the other wards ambao at least wako afadhali kidogo, because amani ni kila kitu. Serikali iweze kusaidia wale sasa wamemaliza class 8 waweze kuendelea na maisha yao ya masomo, kwa sababu hakuna mahali nyingine wanaenda. Hawezi rudi nyuma waanze, kwa sababu hiyo program iliisha, na kama hawataenda mbele basi watapotelea hapa na itakuwa hasara sana hata kwa nchi yetu, kwa community. So tunaomba serikali iweze kushughulikia ili watu waweze kwenda form 1 na kuweza kuendelea.
Tuna wanafunzi ambao wamefanya mtihani wa grade ya darasa la 8 na wanatarajia kuingia kidato cha kwanza mwaka ujao. Na hivi sasa kama vile nilikuwa nimesema kwamba tumefurushwa, hawa wazazi hawana nguvu ya kupeleka hawa watoto shuleni, kwa sababu kutokana na hili changa wazazi wamepoteza mifuko yao ambayo wangejisaidia nayo kuwapeleka watoto shule. Kwa hivyo wazazi hawana hiyo nguvu ya kulipa karo. Kwa hivyo tunaomba serikali iwasaidie kwa namna yoyote ile, wahakikisha kwamba hao wazazi ambao wamepata hii shida ama wamepatana na hii changamoto ya insecurity, serikali iangalie hawa kwa mambo ya bursary, mambo ya CDF, iwaangalie hawa sana kabisa, kuhakikisha kwamba hawa watoto wenye wamefanya grade ya class 8 kuhakikisha kwamba wameingia kidato cha kwanza mwaka ujao.
Kama inawezekana watoe resources aina yote ambayo maendeleo wangebanywa hapa, kama pesa ya CDF, watoto wasome kuanzia form 1 mpaka university, kwa sababu hiyo ni njia moja ya kuondolea familia umaskini, kwa sababu mtoto akishasoma mpaka university akitumia hiyo pesa ya CDF ama zingine, pengine mtoto huyu akiandikwa kazi atakuja kusaidia wazazi.
Now on matters security, Isiolo County Commissioner Geoffrey Omonding has assured Isiolo County residents that security has been enhanced during this festive season, as all security officers have revised their night patrols across the county. Omonding also reiterated his commitment in ending banditry in the county that has left many dead, noting that the multi-agency team are still actively pursuing those conducting the raids. Further, the county commissioner warned those involved in illegal liquor and drug businesses that they will soon be caught up with.
Mwaka mpya iko karibu. Tumejipanga kwa upande wa usalama kuhakikisha mkora ambaye anapenda kusumbua watu wakati ya sherehe hatapata nafasi. Wacha wajaribu. Wale pia ambao wanasambaza madawa ya kulevya, tumeweka kikosi maalum ya kukabiliana na wao. Drugs and substance abuse na ulevi. Wale watu wanauza chang'aa hapo katika hapa hii town, wajue kwamba wakati wengine watasherehekea Christmas au watakuwa kwa jela. Labda hiyo wiki, labda magistrate koti wako Christmas mpaka mwaka mpya, utalala mpaka mwaka mpya. Kwa hivyo nataka watu wawe na tabia mzuri. Mambo ya vita hii kidogo kidogo, kama utaka kula Christmas ukulie uko kwa jela, basi wewe fanya. Kwa sababu tumeandisha wa security teams watakuwa wanazunguka kila mahali. Vile vile kwa upande wa wale wezi wa mifugo pia tuko na mikakati ya kuhakikisha kwamba ile kutega uchumi yao kwa upande hii hawatapata nafasi.
Now on matters health, surgeons at Kerugoya County Referral Hospital in Kirinyaga County have performed the first spinal surgery at the hospital, registering a medical milestone. Now in the county, the surgeons carried out the delicate surgery on a 30-year-old man who had suffered spinal injury after falling while working. According to Kirinyaga County Health Chief Officer Stanley Mureithi, the county's capacity to undertake complex procedures had been improved with the employment of an experienced orthopedic surgeon and enthusiastic surgical team.
As you have heard from our doctors, this is the first spinal injury surgery that we have done in this hospital, and we are hoping that even in the future we will be able to do even more and more to assist the people of Kirinyaga. Ours as a County Department of Health is first to congratulate and give many thanks to our Governor, Her Excellency Anne Waiguru, for this building, this medical complex, and for equipping it for the people of Kirinyaga. And what we want to assure the people of Kirinyaga is that we are determined to ensure that they will continue receiving the best healthcare services possible, even those complicated ones that they are going to get in other facilities and in Nairobi.
Complex surgery. In fact, this is the first spine surgery since this hospital was started. This is the first spine surgery. It's a complex surgery involving the spinal cord and the nervous system. That's why it's a really complicated surgery. All the patients used to refer all the spinal patients to Nairobi, to Kenyatta or the spinal center, but currently with the new facility, with new theaters, with new equipment, now we are able to take care of these patients here without the problem of having to refer them to Kenyatta. The facility now has brought the services closer to the common mwananchi. They do not have to bear the cost of going to Nairobi and incurring the transportation and inconveniences of being treated in Nairobi. Now they will get the services closer to them.
Well, that marks the end of EBN News tonight. Many thanks for tuning in. Now, starting tomorrow, my colleague Cynthia Nanjala will be taking over to make sure that you're up to date with matters making headlines. Many thanks for working with me for the past 6 months. Now, until next year, do have a wonderful Christmas and a happy and prosperous New Year full of blessings. Once again, my name is Sami Adika. Do enjoy the rest of your holiday.